What's up, everybody? My name is Scott and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics, and today we have some legendary body armor. This is dragon skin body armor. So in the mid-2000s, dragon skin body armor is all I heard about. Everyone talked about how tough it was, how it could stop basically any bullet out there. It could take multiple hits. It could even stop 50 BMG. Dragon skin armor was made by Pinnacle Armor, and as you can see right here on the bottom, we have a little tag that says dragon skin. It works by having lots of tiny ceramic plates that overlap each other like dragon skin. This was tested by the military, but was never adopted, and there's lots of theories to why that happened, but we're not going to talk about that today. Today, I just want to find out, is this armor as tough as legend says? But before we shoot it, I say we take a panel out so we can get a good look at what we're working with today. Okay, so we can get a good look there. That is pretty cool looking. You can see all those ceramic plates overlapping, and it does indeed look like dragon skin. And I will say that looks pretty darn tough, but today we're going to find out just how tough it really is. So today we are going to attach this dragon skin body armor to a mannequin. We're going to start out with a small caliber and then work our way up to the big stuff. And I am going to use some rifle rounds today that this armor may have encountered in the mid-2000s. But the first round we're going to start out with is .22 long rifle, and I will be using a Smith & Wesson Victory. This isn't going to do much. Okay, so we had a good hit right here. I highly doubt we made it through. If we did, okay. Well, that's the end of today's video. I'm just kidding. It ate that, no problem. There's not a bulge or anything. Let's move on to our next caliber. Up next is going to be 9mm. This is a Glock 19 COA, and I'm loaded up with one round, 115 grain 9mm full metal jacket. Here we go. So we hit right here, had a good hit. We have no bulge, nothing. That's not cracked. I think we're gonna have a tough time today with this dragon skin. Up next, we're gonna hit the dragon skin with 45 ACP, but not just one round. We're gonna hit it with 2 rounds. This is my APF Dueler double barrel 1911, and I'll be loaded up with 2 rounds of 45 ACP. All right, here we go. So we have 2 hits right here, side by side. And again, absolutely nothing. Super weird. I figure the old 45 ACP would have blown right through it, folded you up like a lawn chair. Continuing to step it up, we have 10mm next. This is a beautiful Nighthawk custom 10mm, and we're loaded up with 1 round of Underwood ammo, 180 grain 10mm full metal jacket. All right, here we go. So we got our hit right here, and again, looks like we stopped it, but I do feel some crunchies in there. Up next is gonna be 357 Magnum, and I've got a Coonan 1911 chambered in 357 Magnum, and I'm loaded up with 1 round of 125 grain 357 mag. Okay, here we go. 357 Magnum coming at you. Trigger's a little light. So we had a good hit with the 357 Magnum, and we got nothing. Everything's looking great. Actually, let's just open this a little bit. Take a little peek. Oh yeah, still looks brand new. All right, up next, we're gonna step it up to some big boys. This is a 44 Magnum. This is a Taurus Raging Hunter with a custom camo paint job, and I have some Underwood ammo, 245 grain, 44 mag, full metal jackets. 44 mag, here we go. Right down the center. All right, got hit right here, dead center. And again, nothing. No bulges. This thing is taking a beating right now from pistols. I mean, we've hit it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not a shot. Hit it 6 or 7 times. 6 or 7 times. 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. Sorry about that. Anyways, up next is going to be the Mac Daddy of handguns, the largest production handgun in the world, 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum. This one has an 8 3/8 inch barrel, and I'll be using some Underwood ammo, 420 grain extreme penetrators. This will be a real test for the dragon skin armor. That hit pretty darn hard. He definitely felt that one, and so did I. Okay, well, that was our final pistol. I'm gonna go ahead and mark it. Bet you didn't know I've been drawing this whole time. As you can see here, we have a smiley face now. Connect those dots. See, here we got our nose, and then here are the eyes. Give him some eyebrows. Channeling my inner Bob Ross today. These are happy shots. Now, let's inspect. Oh, yeah, okay. That 500 Magnum really hit this thing hard. Oh, look at that. Got some powder. Oh, got some powder coming out of there. Definitely don't want to breathe that in. Oh, darn. Did that make it through? No, I don't think it made it through. Let's see. So I believe this is just from the pressure of that round hitting him, the energy transfer going through that vest and hitting him in the pec. So there's no exit hole. This is just rips and tears from where I hit, because I kind of hit right on the edge, and I just think that those seams kind of burst. Let's keep going. So before we step it up to rifles, we're going to use a shotgun. This is a 12 gauge shotgun, a Tavar TS12, and I have 3 rounds for 12 gauge. We have some number 8 birdshot, we have double-aught buck, and I have a 1 ounce slug. This thing has 3 tubes that rotate. It's actually pretty cool. We're gonna do birdshot first, then buckshot, and then the slug. Okay, birdshots first.
You just got jammed.
Oh, look at that jam right there. That is a mess. Looks like we ripped the base off of the birdshot. The shell stayed in there, and then we've got the buckshot jammed up in there. I'd say that's the best jam we've had in a few years.
You just got jammed.
Double-aught buck. And now the slug. Let's go check it out. I highly doubt any of those made it through that vest, and they did not. But this is really starting to feel crunchy, and there's a lot going on in there. So we're gonna step it up to rifles next. We're gonna keep using this front panel, and I'm pretty sure I got a little bit of that vest powder in my throat. That that does not feel good. Anyways, I'm going to continue to use this front portion of the vest moving on to rifles. Now, if this does finally fail and we make it through this panel, we will swap to the fresh side on the back. So far, I have been pretty impressed with this dragon skin body armor, but now we're really going to be putting it to the test with some high velocity projectiles, aka rifles. First up is going to be an AR-15. This is a Q Sugar Weasel, and I'm loaded up with a 20 round mag with 1 round of 5.56 full metal jacket, and I'm topped off with a suppressor. So that means I don't have to wear ear protection, which I absolutely love. And I also love Silencer Shop because they know everything when it comes to suppressors, and they keep everything easy peasy, lemon squeezy. A big thank you to them for always keeping us quiet on set. All right, here we go. I don't know about that one, Billy Joe. Okay, well, let's have a look. There is our new hit, that tiny little hole. And we have a hole out the back. Then we have a hole in him. Did we go through the other side? Oof. Yeah, it's looking pretty bad. All right, let's get this off of him. Okay, so we did make it through the vest, went through this side, went through him, and then hit the other side. And we kind of damaged these plates, but not really. They're still pretty good. So, moving forward, before I flip this, I do want to see what happens if I hit these panels right here, because I want to preserve as much as I can on the other side for the really big stuff and test out those legendary myths of this thing stopping things as big as 50 cal. So let's take another shot with the 5.56 at one of these panels because they are still pretty intact. But for the record, I don't think he would have survived that. But if he'd been hit this many times already, I mean, find some cover. Get the cover, Private. Don't worry, I'll just respawn. Round 2 with 5.56. Here we go. Let's have a look. So we should have hit fresh dragon scales. Let's see if we made it through that time. Our hit is right there. It stopped it. Okay. So the only reason we made it through right here is because this was damaged to a point that I guess it was not rated for rifle rounds anymore. But when we hit fresh scales, we stopped the round. So we stopped the 5.56, but now we're gonna step it up to an AK-47. I have a 20 round mag loaded up with 1 round of 7.62 by 39 full metal jacket. So I was aiming for the bottom of the vest because, again, I'm trying to preserve as much as we can. And let's see, oof, I don't know about that. I think we may have made it through. If we did, it wasn't much, because you can see right here, there's a lot of powder right here. Let's see if it went through the other side. If it went through the other side, we definitely made it through. No. So he does not have a hole on the other side, and there's nothing on the vest. So we did make it through the vest, but it seems like it was just shrapnel. We did not have a whole bullet make it through the vest. This thing is hanging on for dear life, but I'm still gonna hit it with at least 1 more rifle before we flip to the fresh side. So up next, we have another AK variant. This is an AK-74, and this is chambered in 5.45 by 39. It's basically the 5.56 of Russia. This is a 60 grain bullet, and it's going to be moving a lot faster than the 7.62 by 39. I hope I hit fresh plates. All right, so here is our new hole, and yikes. Okay, we went through it for sure. You got hit right here, and looks like we hit our little flap back here, and there's some jacket and whatnot. So honestly, the way that looks, I don't know if we had a whole round make it through. That really, well, if you look right here, you can tell this is just a lot of shrapnel that hit. There's a lot of dust. Your shirt's chewed up, and nothing really hit this solid. So even though this is damaged, it still stopped that round mostly. It did go through the vest, but it doesn't look like that would be very lethal. It was just lots of little pieces. I was really wanting to wait and have a completely fresh side for the 50 BMG, but I don't think I have a choice anymore. I think that side is officially done. So we're flipping to the rear panel now. I have 3 more rifles to use, so we're gonna take 1 shot here, 1 shot here, and then we will end with the 50 BMG dead center. So our next rifle is one of my personal favorites. This is an Ohio Ordnance Works H-Car, chambered in 30-06, and this thing has a 20-round mag loaded up with 2 rounds of 30-06 150 grain full metal jackets. All right, here we go. Oh, oops. Yikes. Too bad they don't make dragon skin underwear. Let's go ahead and take 1 more shot. Sorry about that. Here we go. Oh, and I hit a little low. So we hit right here, and this was a fresh side. But my goodness, looks like it made it through this side, and he got hit in the side. His shirt's all tore up. So I was aiming here. I hit a little low. I didn't really take into consideration my point of aim being closer. We hit on the edge, but those were still fresh ceramic plates. So I say it still should have stopped it. Now, did it stop it mostly? Yes, but it still did make it through the vest. I'm starting to be doubtful that this thing is gonna stop a 50 BMG. That was just a full metal jacket. That's not even an AP round or anything like that. But we are still going to continue our test. I have 1 more rifle to hit this thing with, and then the 50 BMG. This next rifle is nothing to shake a stick at. This is my ShyTac M200 Intervention, chambered in 408 ShyTac. It has my custom camo paint job on it. You have just put a thumb in it in the bottom here on the carry handle. This thing is absolutely stinking sweet, and it is packing a punch. It fires this, the 408 ShyTac. That is a 419 grain solid copper round, and it is screaming. I highly doubt that dragon skin is stopping this. I know this is a long range rifle and it's meant to be shot prone, but today we're gonna shoot it standing and really close. Oh, here we go. I shot really low, really low. This is embarrassing. Let me do that 1 more time. Okay, I got 1 more round. Here we go. Okay. That was a good hit. Okay, so that first hit was very low. We're not even gonna count that. It definitely went through because there's basically nothing there. That was our second shot. For the record, that is a high-powered scope, and the lowest setting is 7. So when I aim, I'm just seeing brown. I don't really see anything else. And we 100% blew through that vest. Blew through the mannequin. And it looks like we may have went through this other side that's damaged. Very bulged. That's a really big bulge. Okay, well, seeing that, I do not have high hopes for it stopping the 50 BMG, but we are going to shoot it with a 50 BMG anyways. So now we have a Serbu BFG 50A with a custom American flag paint job, and I'm loaded up with 1 round of 660 grain 50 BMG full metal jacket. This final shot is brought to you by SDI. If you want to get your start in firearms technology, be sure and check them out. There's a link in the description down below. Oh! Judging from the grass flying through the air, I'm gonna say that it did not stop it. So those were fresh dragon scales. We blew through the vest. Judging from this hole, we went through the other side, and then we hit our berm and grass went everywhere. So after that shot, I'm gonna say that the legendary dragon skin body armor of ye old 2000s cannot stop a 50 BMG, and it was just an old wives' tale. I had one more round left, so couldn't resist. Oh, wait a second. I think it stopped it. No, it didn't. So the dragon skin body armor was still pretty impressive, but for me, it did not live up to the legendary lore. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below, and while you're at it, be sure and give today's video a like and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure to check me out on all other social media platforms. Links to those can be found in the description down below, along with a link to KentuckyBallistics.com, just in case you want to pick up a shirt. And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics. I'll see you next time.